Mr. Morans, be careful. So to add our products, we already know where to add our products. Just come to products, then add new product. So we have two products added. So we are going to use the two products as our group product. So adding a group product, like we have a pro fatality. So we know pro fatality contain four products, right? So maybe for instance, we want to list trended difference, we want to list other products, and we don't want to add them again, like having it as a pro vitality, but we want to group it. So that's what the group product for is for. Have to just do what group the product already had. You don't need to be adding it again. So that, by not having duplicate products. So that's what the group product is for. So we are going to use the two products we have as our group product. So click on add new. So we're going to give our products a name. Like for instance, as I'm saying, pro vitality contain four products like trainer, omega 7, tree oil, and the rest. So for instance, let's say we are adding the the pro vitality. So you just give the product name pro vitality, then you add the rest product. So let's just name it multi. So let us give it multi-choice because the products we are adding together is not same products. But we have the different things. So let us give it multi-choice and the next thing we have to add our the description. Your long description here. Sorry, sorry, copy. So let's add our short description. So here we have to do what? Change from simple product to what? Group product. So you can say after changing from group to group product, you have just the SQ and the initial number in stock. So to add our products, we all have to do what? Link product. Then we want to do what? We want to group it. So here we do what? Search for the product name. Like using the three keywords. Like we have the three and right? Three. So it's going to give us the three and then we have shirt. I think. So these are the two products we have. So this is how you do it. You group your products together. So it maybe you want to upsell a product. So you can also do upsell the product by choosing the upsell option. So next thing we have to do just to hide the product image. So we are still going to use our product as well. Then let's hide the gallery. If you want to hide, I want to select multi image. You have to click on your control to do or to select. So after hiding that, then we can add our product tag or we can choose our category as well. So let's just create a new category for this. Click on create category. So our category is going to create automatically and it's going to tick for us. So you can add a tag, you can have a tag. So you want, or you can also choose from the most used tag you have been using. So let's just select from our tag. So after all that, then just click on publish. So the group products, you don't need to set price because your price already been set on your main product. So let's preview our product. So here is it. We have our what? Our trainer and our main shirt. So if for instance if someone wants to get the trainer, you just have to choose trainer, choose the amount of stock you want, then select option for the t-shirt because our t-shirt is what variation product. Oh my god. So you just do what as you cut. So that's all it. So let's quickly move down to designing our home page. Because that's the I mean that's where the main work is. Adding your products, you already have the knowledge how to add the product. So to add our products, let's go back to our main page. I mean our dashboard. I mean, come to pages. We already created our pages, so we all have to do is go to all page. And remember, we install Elementor as our page builder. So by default, WordPress has its own blog page builder. So our home page which is we have it. Click on edit. Okay, all right. So this is the default page builder of WordPress. So we are going to edit our home page using Elementor. So we are going to choose it from up here which says edit with Elementor. Dìde báyẹn, ìyá wake up. So let's wait. Why is still loading? So I haven't finished loading. So we are having network issue. So like I mean this is how your Elementor is going to look like. So we have the basic option here which is the section, heading, image and every other things we need. And when you are using all these tools, it's going to be in your favorite. That means what you are using frequently. So it's going to add it to your favorite. So we also have the other option which is which is for Elementor Pro. If you are using Elementor Pro, so all these features will be available. And then the general, which is for all Elementors, and we have for the site, which is the main from the site, and newcomers, which is this from e-commerce as well. So all these features is available in Elementor Pro. But the other extension we install, like the essential add-on, this is for the premium add-on we added, and this this is also for the essential add-on. So we also do this for the header and footer builder, and this for the Woolenter add-on as well. So all the add-on we added, like the plugin we installed, also include in the Elementor page builder. So to get started, the first thing we need, we have I mean that's the website you upload to use it. Sorry. So let's do us follow this structure. So we are going to do having our own design. So first we have to do what? Add our hero section. So this hero section, should we make it slider, or we should just make it a static? Okay, to add it, first thing we have to do is add our section. So to add a section, you click on this plus, this plus. These others are from the widget we added. So the main plus and this plus is for the Elementor. So I click on the plus, then we select our structure. So we are adding the hero. So we're choosing a single section. So next thing we have to do what? Do our settings first, which is first we have to change our content width to what? Full width. So after changing it to full width, the second, which is column gap, we have to do what? Change it to no gap. Then our height, we have to increase our height to a minimum height. Then after that, okay, I prefer using 500 pixel. Okay, let's leave it as well so that you understand it very well. Then column position. How do you want your column to position? Do you want it in middle, that everything will be in middle, or you want it to be left or whatever? So you have to do what? Choose it from here. So uh, vertical alignment. Where do you want your text to do what? To fall in. So let's leave it as default. So we are going to set our text the way we want it. Then the next, which is stretch section, we have to do what? Stretch it, because it's what? It is hero section. So we have to let it be stretched. So that in case some people will feel it in this, for every screen is like 1200 pixel. So you have something that is 1400. So if you make it stretch, any screen view is like from 1400, it will stretch. Are you getting it? So that's for that. Then our tags, you have to change your tag to what? Header, because it's in first section, which is our hero section. So after doing that, the next thing we have to do, come back to this 9 dot icon over here to go back to what? The Elementor widget. So the next thing we want to add, which is want to have, okay, sorry, before coming back here, let's complete everything. So let's add our hero, I mean our sliding image. So just click on this 9 adults up top here. So you have to going back to your this section editing. So the next thing we have to do, come to the style. So under the style we have what? We have the background. What kind of background do you want to use? Do you want to use colored? So we have the, which is plastic. We have the gradients, and we have video and slide show. So we want to do, I want to use slideshow. We click on slideshow, then add your image. Note, if you are adding a slideshow, make sure your both image are the same size. Images you are using are same size. Not that you are using an image of 400 by 400 by 600 and you are using 700 by 800. So your slideshow you do what's going to look somehow. So make sure you are using same image size. So we don't have any image yet. Should we just chat? Okay, let's chat from internet and use the URL. Okay, all right. So I wanted to use this method before, so let me show you us the best way to do. Now we don't have an image yet, so to get an image, let's just go to pixel.com to get image. So pixel.com is a free stock image. It's free stock image, so you can get your free stock image from there. So to download it, make sure before you come to this size set first, then choose your size. So let's go with the large, which is 920 by 1280. Then click on free download. So let's also look for another image with same size. So you can also scroll down to check other image under it. So else, so same size, then download. My network is slow. Okay, all right. So once our image is ready, so let's come back to our Elementor. So to hide your image, let me go back. So we want to hide what? Our slideshow image. So just click on plus icon here, then upload your image. So we already have our image here. Just click on that. Yeah. So let's wait for it to upload. So we are still waiting for our last image to upload. Okay, so let's focus. So once our both image has been added, so click on create new gallery. So click on insert. So the post image is going to be, it is network. So here we have to do what? Change our duration. How many microseconds do you want it to do what? To load? Okay. So I don't want it to be fast. I like using a 10K, which is for 1 minute. Then do you want it to be fading, or what kind of animation you want it? Do you want it to be fade, slide from the right side, or slide from the left side, or slide from top or from the bottom? Left. No, you can't choose both. You can't choose one. You gotta let it slide from the right. So or you gotta leave it in fade. So you just fade. So it says left and right. So I'm still going to show us how to do that. This is another method and that's another method as well. So choosing it for left and right. So can we do we see how it's sliding? So if you have a multiple image, so that's how it's going to be what? Sliding. So let me change this to 7K. Okay, so it's better. So background size. Do you want to change your background size or you want to leave it as what as default? So leaving it as default means that the size we set for our section is going to be the image size. Or if you change it to sorry, if you change it to auto, it's going to do what? Give the main image size. If you change it to cover, it's going to be what? The exact size of our section. But if you leave it as default, it's going to be a normal size that fits the section. Okay, all right. Or if you want it to be contained, it's going to be what? The small size of the image. And being the small size of the image, it's going to do what? Repeat itself. Because you can't, you can't size the whole section. So you have to do what? Leave it as covered. Or either using cover or you are using default. So I prefer using cover in most cases. So lazy load, if you want to include lazy load, maybe for instance if someone visit the website and you try to reload it, the section don't need to reload anymore. So you just refresh whatever need to be refreshed. So everything you see what remain the same. Then sometimes network may be having issue, so you just try to reload the website. You know, for you to load it again, it's going to do or start afresh, so you don't need to start it again, just be the way it is. So that's for that. And to add our text on top, so you have to come to this plus icon here. If you want to change your size of this cover, you can change it by coming to the main section, then layout, and change it from here to 500. So I like using 500, 600 for the error section. So if you want to add a padding, like for instance, you want everything to be in middle, so you have to come to the advanced, then you have the margin and the padding. So the margin is working for the outside, while the margin is working for the inside. Are you getting it? Say for instance, you're talking about this outside, which is the margin. Let's say if you put 10 here, see it's going to have a space at the top. But if you're talking about the margin inside, if you had 10, everything is what? Inside, not outside of the section. So let's leave everything as default. Then to add our text or anything, just click on this plus icon. Yeah, let's come back to our basic. Or you can also search any widget you want to use. Like I want to use head text. So let me use the dual text. So to use it, you just drag and drop it. Okay. All right. Oh, you know what? Let's add a background overlay so that our text can come out. So to add a background overlay, let's come back to this 9 dots at the top. So you're going to take us back to uh, our edit section. Let's scroll down to background overlay. So to add background overlay, you have it here, which is the background. So you just need to add a color. Let's use the black color on the screen. You can also set the size, which is how you want it to be. Out of 10, you can select use 7. So come back to our text. Let's edit our text by clicking the edit pencil. So how do you want to set your I mean this heading I added is from the essential add-on. Are you getting it? We have the normal elemental text with heading text, which is normal text. Let me come back to you to show us. So which is this is the default elemental text. Okay. So this is the normal default elemental text heading text, and this is the essential add-on we added. Can we see the difference? Can we see the difference? So we are using the essential add-on. So to get rid of this, just right click, then click on delete. So let's edit our essential add-on heading text. So what style do you want? Do you want it to be in default or icon on top, or icon and subtext on top, then subtext on top? So I prefer using the subtext on top and the main heading at. So you can design all this the way you want. So I'm not going to change our text. So this is where you can change your text, add your own text. I'm not going to change any text. So to change our to change the color, you have to also come to the style as well. So background, we don't need to add any background because we already have our background. So the next thing we have to scroll down to, we have the icon and the color and typography. So let's go to the color and typography. So here we have our title style, which is for the main text. So let's change it to white. Sorry, I'm using the code. So dual color. Here is our drag color. So let's change our drag color to, no, let's use different color, like let's use blue. Hashtag. I'm sorry for using that too. So whenever I want to do everything like that, so you just search for the color and get the color code, or you can just click it, then choose your color from here. Are you getting it? You can just drag and drop this to choose your color. And you can also drag anything from here to do what set how you want your color to look like. So I prefer using 6F is for white, while 40FF is for blue. So 30 is for grey color, while six black 60 is for black. And for green color we have 08, I mean 008, then 000. So our subtitle, let's change it to white, which is hashtag 12345. So to change our, I mean, font and every other thing, so you have the typography here. This for the main heading. Just click it. Family font. What are family fonts? I prefer using. I mean, in every website I'm building, I use two fonts. Either, sorry, put it on audio. I don't use to put it so. I mean, I don't use to carry it off it. Okay, ó ti fẹ́ wá padà. I use Poppins. So I use Poppins in most. Okay, all right. So to change the size of the image, of the text, I mean, so we have the text icon here. So make sure everything is in PZ. So I prefer using 60 or 55. Let's use 55. So 55. So let's go to the other side. Font family, Poppins. Ah, oh, system formulated. So font size. So here I prefer using 25. Let me use 20 here. So, so after editing and designing your home page, make sure you do what? Maybe after designing and editing your first section, make sure you always save. Because there are sometimes if your internet connection disconnect and reconnect back and you haven't saved, you won't be able to save it anymore. So you make sure whenever you build any section, first of all, save by clicking on update. Okay, okay, all right. So once you click on update, once it's update, this the button will be in hash and you won't be able to function. So to preview it, we have the preview icon here. Just click on preview. Network. So here it is. So can we see it? Can we? So I say keep your question till the end of the class. So let's say we want to add a button. So let's add a button by dragging our button and dropping it. So to center a button, just click on the center button here. Then to link your button, here you have to do what? Link our button. If you have any page already, so just For instance, we have our shop page. Let's just click on shop. So you're going to suggest the page to us and click on your shop page. So by giving your shop, let's say for instance you say shop now and enter carry. Okay, all right. If you want to add an icon, if you want to add an icon to your button, gbogbo yín follow ẹ múra sí. You want to add an icon to your button, so you can add it by using this or icon from library. So you can also choose your icon size. Maybe you want it to be small, medium, large, or extra large. So let's just add an icon to it by clicking there and click on cat. So let's use this cat. So you can also add your button before or after. So let's make it after. How's that? No, where you want to position your button, your icon. Do you want it to be before the text or after the text? So if you change it to before the text, the icon will be the first, while the text will be second. And if you change it to after, that means the text will be first, then the icon next. So if you want to give your icon and your text a space, so here you do what you give it a space. Okay. All right. So let's just leave it at default. The default is 10. So to design our button or change the color or whatever, so you have to come to the style section as well. Then here we have the what? The our typography. We can change our typography from here by changing it from Roboto to our front side. So here is 18. So okay, all right. No, we can also do what change our font width by changing the weight. Either you want it to be bold or you want it to do what to tiny. So I prefer using 300. And transformation. Transformation is for you what? Transformation the text. Do you want it to be uppercase or you want it to be lowercase or capitalized or you want it to be normal? So the normal means the way you do what you write it is going to be the way it is, or you want to leave it as default. So that's on your own decision. So the next thing which is we have the style. So if you want to change the style, either you want it to be normal, italic, or underline. So you do what you choose that, or the direction. What do you want the direction to be? Is it underline, overline, or line throughout, or none? Okay. So if you want it to be in default, you also do what leave it as default. So line height. The line height is the space between on the top and the bottom of the text. So you want to give it a line height, you can also do what? Give it a line height. So the next thing which is text color. What do you want your text color to be? Here you have to do what? Change your text color. Next which is background type. Do you want it to be a classic or gradient? Okay. Alright. So if you want it to be classic, you choose your classic. If you want it to be gradient color, so you choose your gradient color. So if you want to change your button color, you can also do a change your button color. So let's just use our normal color code, which is our blue color. Okay. Error. So if you want to give your button a border, you can also do a give it a border which is solid, or you can also leave it as none. Then border radius. If you want to give any radius, so let's give it a border radius. Okay. All right. So our button, we have to do is give our button a padding. So I first of all decrease the padding, then the top is going to be 20, 15. Okay. All right. That's what you can say. So you can also do is give your button a radius, a padding, set your own padding and every other thing. So remember that okay, I want to get rid of this icon here. So icon, show icon. So after your editing, make sure you click on update. Time is up. So we are going to stop for here for today. So we are resuming back to our training. Hmm? So here is what we do. We do. So if you click on this shop button, I've already linked it to our shop page. So once you click on it, it's going to take us to our shop page. I've already clicked on it. So here is our shop page. So these are our products we have, which is our chemistry men's shirts, multi choice, and 3NL. Okay.